happy, then to achieve this happiness, coming out of our problems. So, to achieve something, to attain happiness, we have to transgress from this place to there. As say my preceding speakers have spoken, there is stress, you have to focus to achieve the indices of happiness. So, my talk today will be about dipping into IKS. That was the topic suggested by our Professor A.C. Hegde, but I have added something else to that, journey to happiness by dipping into IKS, Indian Knowledge System. Journey to happiness. So how to transgress from, how to transform from problems to happiness. Let us understand what makes us happy. This is a long journey. This is not 4 years of NITK or 2 more years of masters or another 3 or 4 years of PhD. It is a long journey, lifelong journey from problems to happiness. How to achieve this happiness? One is materialistic happiness, that is through desires. We have desires that I should own a good car. What is your dream car? Audi? Mercedes? Beyond that. Okay? Anyhow, I created some interest. Say two-wheeler or a car, immediate expectation will be a Duke, right? Two-wheeler, car, right? Luxuries. So to achieve these desires, you require money. To get this money, you have to make a lifestyle. Through lifestyle, you have to achieve your goals, do well at NITK, do well at masters, get a good job, handful of salary, you can achieve these desires. So lifestyle is more important to achieve this. So lifestyle has 3 components: physical, emotional and social. My preceding speaker, Professor Govindraj, mentioned that it should be a peer study, interdependent. There is no competition here. I think in PU, you were hiding the notes from your classmate that, oh, if he learns, he may get more score than me. No, it is an interdependent learning here. It is not competition. So physical, emotional and social. Professor Govindraj told you, teach others to learn well. That is a very good suggestion given. So how to modify our lifestyle? There is a last component, spiritual. See, after focused study, you need a break. What to do in those break? Right? So a spiritual component also adds attitude to our life. What is our outlook of our life? Horizon of our life. So there are lessons in our Indian knowledge systems where you can achieve this good lifestyle and spirituality based lifestyle by 3 components. One is knowledge, attaining knowledge, and proper action, and action with devotion. Action with devotion. So for proper knowledge, you require a guru. You also require swadhyayam, that is self-learning. Then you have to also have observation. It is not only the classroom teaching, it is not only your self-learning, it is also observation. Then action is proper informed action, results. This is a very important lesson in all our scriptures, all our Indian knowledge systems. Never do any action based on the result. You are going to enter an examination hall. You have studied well, but on that day you are not very confident. If you start thinking of the results, you will never do better. Say, there is a famous sloka in Bhagavad Gita, Karmanne eva adhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. You don't have right on the results of your action. You only think of action, how to do your action properly. So, focus on action and not results. Then, devotion. Your action should be with devotion, Shraddha, Bhakti. All these are taught in our Indian knowledge system with different, say, paradigms called Purushartha. The 4 achievements that we have talked, they are called Purushartha, 4 Purusharthas, Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. Moksha is the enlightenment or happiness or, say, ecstasy. Then to achieve this, you have to satisfy the desires. Desires come through the Artha, that is money, and that is through a proper lifestyle, that is Dharma. And this can be achieved through 3 simple routes: Jnana, Karma and Bhakti. Jnana, Karma and Bhakti. Any way to solve, any solution to a problem comes through these 3 routes. First, understand the problem, that is Jnana. Then synthesize a solution. Act on the solution, Karma. And act with devotion, that is Bhakti. So, Jnana, Karma and Bhakti. So, this is what is taught in one component of our sea of knowledge, that is Indian knowledge system. One small, say, reference, one text, that is Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Srimad Bhagavad Gita is till now the best motivational book, best motivational, say, literature available on the earth. See, imagine Arjuna, who is shunning the war. He doesn't want to wage war against his own kith and kin. He shuns, he says, my mouth is drying. Right? Gandhivam samsrute hastat mukhancha parishushati. He says, my bow is drawing down. Right? So, and Krishna motivates him to this extent. So, now the present context of Bhagavad Gita is so extensive. You might have heard the motivational speaker Vivek Bindra, very powerful motivational speaker. Vivek Bindra always says, it is a guide to management. Bhagavad Gita is a guide to management. And most of the IIMs nowadays have Bhagavad Gita course on their curriculum. Professor B. Mahadevan of IIM Bangalore, he does research on Bhagavad Gita. He has lot of management related papers through Bhagavad Gita. Maybe you have heard of these people, and these are some of the places where Bhagavad Gita is made as a curriculum, mandatory learning program, especially the one Seton Hall University, New Jersey has made it a mandatory course for the undergraduates. So this learning that we require for achieving happiness comes through our Indian knowledge system. And one window to that Indian knowledge system is Bhagavad Gita. It is a small window. Our Indian knowledge system is so vast, not even one birth is enough for learning all these things. So, this window, I am just going to introduce a little bit about this window to our ancient knowledge, Indian knowledge system. So, Bhagavad Gita is a conversation between Krishna and Arjuna for 90 minutes. It is about one class, 90 minutes, right? So, he solves the problem of Arjuna. Arjuna comes with a problem, falls at his feet and says, I am totally nervous, I am not able to fight, I cannot raise my bow and aim at my enemy. So, this and the setting of Bhagavad Gita is in Kurukshetra war. Cousins are fighting for their existence. 111 Akshohini of, say, army of Kauravas and 7 Akshohini of Pandavas. In between, he says, Krishna, take my chariot. Senayor Ubhayor Madhye Ratham Stapaya Mechuta. In Sanskrit he says, you stop my chariot in between the two armies so that I can have a look. After looking at, then he is down. So this is the setting. The setting of Bhagavad Gita is, and this is the greatest problem of the Arjuna, resolved by Krishna through three different approaches. One is behavioral solution, that is karma yoga, then emotional solution, that is bhakti yoga, then intellectual solution, that is jnana yoga. Intellectual, jnana, karma yoga, action based, and third is bhakti, that is shraddha based. So you can adopt any of these, and for solving any problem, the two requirements are: you analyze the problem, that is Sankhya in terms of ancient paradigm, and yoga, that is synthesize the solution for the problem. So little bit facts about Bhagavad Gita. It has about 700 verses spread over 18 chapters. The chapters are created based on the development of these solution, problem statement, and the development of solutions. And the characters displayed or depicted in Bhagavad Gita are Dhritarashtra, the old king who is blind. He starts only one sloka: Dharma kshetre kurukshetre samaveta yutsavaha mamakaha pandavaschaiva kima kurvata sanchaya. So he will ask what is happening in the war, please tell, to his Sarathi, that is Sanjay. Sanjay narrates. It is a commentary. The entire Bhagavad Gita is a commentary by Sanjay. So these are the characters displayed in Bhagavad Gita. I'm sorry. So Indian knowledge system start with the most fundamental knowledge, that is Vedas. It is understood that Vedas are not written by anybody, they are Shrutis. They are told by one after the other to a lineage of rishis, through a lineage of ruchis. They are scriptures transferred through hearing, Shravana, or Shruti. They are called Shrutis. So we have Shrutis and Smritis. Then we have Puranas like Ramayana and Mahabharata. In Mahabharata we have a short chapter, that is Bhagavad Gita. When Bhagavad Gita itself can give so much of solutions, imagine how vast is our literature, and the entire literature focuses on those four Purusharthas and how to have a healthy, happy, sustainable life. This is the crisp introduction about Vedas. We have four Vedas: Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Sama Veda, and Atharva Veda. And each of them have four subdivisions in that. They are called Brahmana, Aranyaka, then Samhita, Brahmana, Aranyaka, and Upanishad. Last, if you take, they are all based on, stories, based on, facts. So this is called Vedanta. So Vedanta is the Upanishads. We have about 100 of them. Kena, Katha, so many Upanishads are there. So each Veda has subsections. There is a brief description of subsections. You can just read. I would not elaborate on these subsections. So Vedas are apaurishaya. They are not written by anybody. They are revelations. They are transferred through voice or Shravana. Right? This is the entire gamut of Indian knowledge system. We have Darshana, philosophy. We have Darshana. There are so many philosophical things. Philosophy has two. One is epistemology and origin. How did we come? What is our goal on earth? All those things are discussed in this. So these are 14 Vidyasthanas. So somebody is referred as a scholar if he does all these 14. Again, it is very rare to find a person who can do it. Now, why we should learn these things. to have a healthy, happy and sustainable lifestyle. So we have to learn from these scriptures to achieve dharma, that is lifestyle through which we get artha, that is money, good earned, hard earned, well earned, righteously earned money. Through that we get our desire satisfied, with that we get happiness, right? So that is the message given throughout the entire Indian knowledge, say scriptures. And there is a move to introduce these in higher learning institutes so that our students, they don't fall into these stressful habits. They are focused, they are aiming for achievement. All these through this spiritual introduction of IKS. So the government through NEP, it has started, and institutions like IIT Kharagpur, if you go to IIT Kharagpur site, they have a very big IKS, they are doing lot of things. We have just started to introduce this. We have made the curriculum available, and we also have introduced the key to entire knowledge is Sanskrit. The Sanskrit is available as a part of NEP. You can opt for a course in Sanskrit. I think one batch recently has completed. So you can opt for this. Then if you want to learn more about this, some of the few references I have given. As I told, it is a sea of knowledge. Dipping in only a small part, we are accumulating. So there is a podcast, free podcast by Vivek Bindra. Vivek Bindra is a very nice motivational speaker. So he is a businessman. He runs a business on how to run business. His name of this company is Bada Business. His name of his company is Bada Business. It is around 135 crore something is worth assets. Right? He's a very powerful motivational speaker. So if you want to get associated with implementation of this in NITK, or you want to learn more, if you want to engage other students in this, you can contact me. I am SM Kulkarni. Basically, I belong to, my primary affiliation is in mechanical department. I am a professor in mechanical department. I have this extra responsibility of handling this IKS. If you want to reach out, you can reach out to me physically, or you can send a mail to